Oh, sorry. Feel free to reposition.
Let me go set myself here. There we go. There we go. Shave on, gents. Yo. Let's wait for everybody to pop in. Morning, everybody. 8. I shaved in. Nice. Hermano, hey. There we go. Ken's in the house. Everybody. Wait for JMac to jump in. There he is.
Peace. What's going on?
There he is.
No technical difficulty.
Morning. I'm going. Here we go. I know, that was weird. I'm going to turn my phone off because it keeps trying to dial for some reason. That way I don't want any mishaps happening this time. So I'm going completely off grid. Off grid. No interference.
Don't want to be going off grid. Oh, man.
Right.
How's everybody doing this weekend? Everybody having a good weekend so far out there?
Heck yeah. About to get this shave on. Feel better in a minute.
I hear you. I feel like 10 pounds of soap shoved into a 5-pound tub. So.
In a 4-ounce tub.
Yeah. Man.
Cheers.
Man. Well, now that we got everybody here, I would like to say a big thank you to the support for Never Alone 2, guys. That was in.
Oh, here we go. Did we lose sound again?
No.
Oh, there we go.
Huge thank you, everybody, for the Never Alone 2 project last weekend. We sold out super quick. That was just insanity. And thank you so much, everybody, for supporting the project. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to Jason. It means a lot to the community. You know, it's more than just selling a soap, right? It's about kind of selling a movement and supporting everybody. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
If you didn't get in on it, there are more coming. Amount to be determined. So keep an eye on the Razor Company IGs, let you know when he has more coming in. And that being said, you get to win one today. Jet Maneuvers is going to be giving away a set, and Jason's going to throw a shirt and a coffee mug. So you lucky viewers that tune in to watch, you get a shot at getting Never Alone 2. So
yeah,
there you go. Look at that. What a beauty.
Beauty. Just so the shirts and the merch, the shirts and the mugs are going to be out within the next few days. So keep an eye out for your tracking if you ordered any.
I've been checking my tracking. Mine's like in the black hole of Chicago right now. So, and Jason is sending me a mug. I guess there was a bit of an issue with the mug shipping to Canada or something. So Jason is going to, if anybody's wondering if you ordered a mug and you're from north of the border, Jason is going to make sure you get your mug. So, and I know mine's on the way too. So thank you for that, Jason. For today's shave, I'm going with F Mel.
F Mel, nice.
So
Yeah,
F cancer, we get a little F Mel going, a little lavender and labdanum, and oh god, so good.
Here we go. Letting him in.
There we go.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Trying to get our fourth. Hopefully he pops in. There we go. Okay, now we're cooking with gas.
Hello. You guys hear me all right?
Yes.
Yep.
Great.
We can hear you.
Right.
I got the official Brush the Canadian Mafia going today, so.
Yeah, what are we using today, gents?
Well, I hope David's not driving or riding and shaving.
That would be sweet.
I'm going to be using the Westman. I think it's Garris. I tried to figure out how to pronounce it last night, but it's a region in Portugal. Westman is from Portugal, like it's made in Portugal. And this, I've used this once, and the lather on this like blows me away. It's like it's unbelievable. By the way, Jason carries this at the razor company. That's where I got mine.
I'm looking at it right now.
I'm using so I love my Rockwell 6S, or as Greg Tardif calls it, the 6s. I also love my Blackland Vector, but honestly, I think if I could only keep one razor, it might be the Merkur 43C. It's got the 34C head, but the handle is like stainless steel, like cigar-shaped handle.
That's sweet.
I love this razor. And then I'm going to follow it up with a little Aqua Balsamica, which I also think that's at the razor company. And then this is currently out of stock there, but the Razor Rock 400 classic brush. Love this handle.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I
got.
Go
ahead, JMac.
Most people could probably guess what razor I'm using today or what style of razor I'm using today. I don't think I even need to say it. So,
Carve.
Is that the Carve?
it is.
She's the Carve. Yeah.
It's the OG Overlander. I'm not
OG, triple OG.
I'm not going to toot my own horn and use that. Use the one I have for giveaway. I'm going to use the OG Overlander today. So,
I got. Well, first I have this, the gorgeous Never Alone 2, aka Brushworks brush, lathering up in the 3D printed razor company bowl. Got a black one.
Hold your brush up again.
Oh, yeah.
Which one did you get?
Number 7.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's really nice.
Number 7. And I'm using, of course, my Never Alone 2 set. So I got that lathered up and the splash. And I'm using Razor Company safety razor, and I have an arcade blade in there. And it's third use. Yes.
Very, very nice. I'm just dying for my Never Alone 2 set to get here in the. I don't know. I'm optimistic this week.
Canadian?
Maybe by the end of the
period.
See?
Yeah. Once you get it, man, you're gonna want to bathe in it.
I probably will.
The FOMO is real.
It all depends on how quick it gets through Chicago and then gets through Canada Customs. Once it clears Canada Customs, it's usually not too long to get out here. So,
yeah.
So Dave's on the way to the Ohio State game. So while we're shaving, we might want to get him to talk about the fundraiser that he started and I've helped him with. So that if he runs in and out of internet, he'll be okay.
Yeah, give him the floor while we're shaving here. It's a good idea.
Go live at the actual game. Just take us with you.
Yeah, I will later today. So, thanks for letting me come on here. Me and my wife kind of started. My wife does every September the Kids Cancer Research bike fundraiser. So I thought I'd get good with her and help her out to raise money. So last year we did a really good job, and it's kind of ironic. The very first person I contacted was Jason at the Razor Company, and immediately he responded back and gave a donation. So last year we were able to raise like $1,200. We had like $750 in donation, but this year we got like 20 artisans, and we got like $1,500 of donations from various artisans and the vendors also. So we got it split up into 10 different prize packages, and it's pretty simple. All you got to do is donate $5 for one entry, and you could put as many as you want. So we'll have a drawing the first Monday in October. Todd's webpage, and hopefully we get some more people. We're about halfway to where I want to go this year. We'll try to at least get $1,000. So anybody that's out there on the fence and wants to create a good cause and
wow,
have a chance to win some nice shaving stuff. So
That's a pretty awesome call there, folks. They're showing there. Everybody that's added something. That's all the people that added into the
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, there's 20 different people. Like I said, each one's about $150. I got them split up into different, just different 10 prizes. And all it takes you is $5 to enter. And it's pretty easy on there when you go to the link in the website. So I think Todd's showing all the prizes right now. So.
Can you ask him to send us the link so we can post it on our social media where people can go to donate?
Yeah,
for a good cause and everything. So
yeah,
makes my wife happy, makes me happy. And
yeah, can you send us the link so we can that way we can share it out and put
sure.
on
definitely
on the Razor Company social media, so all of our social media, so we can help get the word out.
Sure.
Yeah.
Be great.
We'll send you the direct link, but if anybody's interested in going ahead and entering now, if you just go to my website, takecareman.com, it's the very first thing you'll see there on the top. You can click on it and go directly to the fundraising site. Yeah, this is a mind-blowing set of packages, like 10, with a grand total of like $1,500 worth of shave gear. I mean, for $5 entry, not a bad deal.
Yeah. Yeah, that is awesome. But I mean, just any projects like this, to be able to when people in this community just, to get involved and to support into something, we just use shaving as just like the common ground that brings it all together. But stuff like this, it just brings it up like a whole other notch. So awesome.
Some of the artists and the vendors are just fantastic as far as sending them an email starting off, and then boom, right away, I'll be happy to help. It's very touching that they would be able to do that. And,
that's the beautiful thing about this community is
a lot of nice
quick
shavers and vendors and artists.
We're quick to things and support them.
Yeah, very supportive community.
Yeah. And like I said, everybody does it blindly, with no ulterior motive to get something in return or exposure. Like, no, we're doing it because we want to do it, because we want to help. That's what's awesome. That's so cool. Just chipping in, doing what they can do because they just have that kind of heart. So yeah.
I agree 100%. Make sure, just remind us again later on this week, Todd, on the Mafia show account, and I'll add that to the show notes too as an announcement.
Yeah, I sure will.
Sure. Like I said, it goes to the end of September. It does stop right the last day of September. So you have all the way up until then to enter. And I'll be reminding people, and Todd's helping me a lot to enter. So.
Perfect. Yeah, no, we'll all help get the word out for sure, and see what we can't do to raise some money for a great cause.
So, JMac, when's the re-release of Never Alone 2 coming?
It's not 100% sure yet. I think it's on the way to the Razor Company now, I believe. So just keep an eye out on the the Razor Company IG page, and I'll let everybody know when he gets it back in stock. But
what about a restock of those towels?
I'm going to go ahead and cut off out of here. I'm starting to lose you guys a little bit. But I really
all right. Thanks,
Dave. These?
I'll let you guys enjoy your shave.
Go Bucks.
Yeah, these went quick. I was lucky enough to snag one straight away. And the merch, these things, I've already had people ask me about them out in the wild, which is cool.
Right. Nice.
This is what exactly the intention is, to not only raise awareness, but to start a conversation. So this was, something that's simple, but it's just something that you know, when you're not sitting in your den or on a live or in a video or something, that you're out amongst, you know, in the world. So it's just a conversation starter, which is really neat.
Got to give Jason props for all that, because a lot of that was Jason's idea with extra merch, because Jason's a genius, right? I didn't even think of any of that stuff. And he's like, what if we do this? What if we do that? And I'm like, yeah, that is absolutely genius. That's a great idea.
Right.
As far as towels, Todd, to answer your question, I'm not sure. Jason would have to chime in on that.
Towels.
Yeah. He said he wants to try and get more towels. Hopefully,
They can get them to us in time. We'll do it.
if we can get them in time, he'll do it. If they'll kind of correlate between the restock and then that, but I mean, it may be a difference in time. It's all in the air, but if it does happen, again, just watch the website, watch the store site.
Yeah.
And if they pop up back in stock, get them. Don't sleep on them.
Well, I remember having that conversation with Jason when we were talking about, you know, what merch we were going to do. And, you know, we're like, well, how many of this do we order and how many of that do we order? And, you know, we kind of came on a number on the towels, and we thought, you know, oh, that'd be good, because, you know, a handful of people might want to grab a towel or whatever. And then apparently it's like everybody wanted to grab a towel, so, which was really, really great to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I use mine as a pillowcase.
Nice.
Can you ask Todd or David what specific charity that this benefits? Is it one charity or the money that they're raising?
So for the Dave and Todd, for your guys, is it for like one specific charity or for like multiple different charities that this is for?
It's for one. So it's called the Rod for the Cure. So it's actually and kind of indirectly sponsoring Barb as she logs miles on her bike during the month of September. And that event, Bike for a Cure, raises money for children's cancer research specifically. So it goes to one charity specifically, or at least it goes to that. Rod for a Cure. I'm not entirely sure how they distribute the funding after that. So yeah, I'm not for sure how that works.
Okay. Cool.
I have heard
how same way, and that's what matters.
I've heard the Ride for the Cure before, so it's definitely legit. I know that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you go to my website and click on the link there, it's going to take you to the actual fundraising site, and that's the Ride for the Cure site. And like each rider can create their own page where they talk about what's motivating them to ride and raise money for children's cancer research, and you can read all about the actual fund behind the event.
Did you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Spoken too soon.
Oh.
There, he's back.
Okay, go ahead.
Go once again. Gone out. There you go. He's gone.
He gone.
Oh, we lost him.
Man down. Oh, that was a nice shave. Woo-hoo.
I'm too old to be shaving in this small of a screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Peter, shaving cyclist. This is definitely right up his alley.
It would be. Good old Peter North.
Yeah, he could probably ride his bike all up around the entire mitten of Michigan, not even break a sweat. He's a beast. He's a beast.
I would probably die if I get on the bike.
I get about 10 feet and I'll be done.
Yeah, me too. If I didn't fall off and run into something first.
First, I got to get up on the bike, and that's going to be a whole other issue because most are taller than me.
Well, they make those little kiddie bikes.
Oh yeah, like My Little Pony bikes or something.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I do it. If it was for charity, I'd do it.
Go with some chupacabra juice.
is he done for the day? Did he drop?
Did he get into the game? Did we lose him?
Yeah, he's probably going to head on into the game, probably, or getting into the tailgate area anyway. I have no idea what time that game starts. But yeah, I can pretty much answer most of the questions about that. This is the second year I've helped Dave with that.
Okay.
And I actually reached out to a few artisans myself, and I got some donations. And so yeah, it's it's cool. September, and it's true in the fall. Like a lot of the months will have multiple like awareness campaigns. So Suicide Awareness Month and Childhood Cancer, Awareness Month.
Yeah, it's a busy month for stuff.
Like speaking of September, which should mean the coming of cooler temperatures. I was looking at the forecast for this coming week, and on Wednesday, it's supposed to reach 98 degrees here in West Tennessee.
Ooh, no.
Like, I'm over it. It's like, come on already.
That's pretty spicy.
Yeah, we'll be in the maybe mid 80s here in Michigan, 70s. The leaves are already changing. It's getting gorgeous out there. Hoodie weather is the best.
Yeah, it's turning into hoodie weather real quick here in Eastern Canada. I'll tell you, we had like super warm weather last week, like probably high 80s, low 90s for a few days, and it was like, man, okay, this is still pretty dang hot. And then like the next day, it was like, I don't know, it was like 62 or 63 degrees on your scale, I think, and it was like, okay, what the hell happened here? It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like heat goes back on, the fans get turned off, the hoodie comes out. It's like, all right, I guess summer's over.
Right. So yeah, I was Take Care Man. I was watching the episode on YouTube when I was doing dishes yesterday. I had with Greg Tardif. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was
that was a lot of.
I was cracking up on it.
That was a lot of fun. Lots of fun. And we got a great episode coming out this weekend with Brandon Shays, Brandon Hay.
Ooh.
And that was a lot of fun recording as well. We actually recorded it about a month ago, but it's being somebody who teaches for a living, September is also a really busy month around my house. So it's taken me a minute to get everything edited and ready for posting. So.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys have never tried this Westman base, it's unbelievable. It may be the best performing soap I've ever used. Like, full stop. No
Really?
kidding.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big claim. There's some bangers there.
It's very, very slick. Like, we talk about slickness all the time, but this is noticeably slick. You know what I mean? Like you're like, wow, like that razor's gliding. It's pretty impressive.
The splashes?
I haven't. I think when I ordered them, or when I ordered the soap, I didn't see the splashes, or they weren't available at that point, or something. I can't remember why.
Use affiliate code HyperMild at checkout.
Does he have it in this scent? In the
you have the Jeers?
Scent? Yeah.
Jeers.
Tell him I'm just gonna send it.
Yeah. So the man here, if I get his glowing, blinds me every single time. This is coming to you, bud, right here.
Oh, awesome.
This to you. So watch your mailbox. Watch your tracking.
Thank you, Jason.
There you go.
There you go.
Yep. I'll put a little machismo on there. You're good. Perfect. That's all you.
It's been anointed with the taco.
Angelo, I was enabled by you to purchase some Tres Flores at my local. So I live in a really, really small town, and the local grocery store has had it there. Like it's been there for like 10 years. In fact, this bottle.
The same bottle.
It's like 3 bottles, and nobody's touched them. And it's like $3 and something. It's ridiculous how cheap it is, or whatever,
Yeah,
and,
it's in the wild. People forget about it.
Yeah, so I finally snatched it up and got it. They also carry. It's just like a little bitty grocery store, and they carry these Burma Shave brushes, like these little like real cheap, Burma Shave brushes, and they carry Schick injector blades. They carry double-edged blades and some other weird, I want to say they might be like gem-style blades. Anyway, I was surprised that this little bitty,
Yeah, they're hip. They're hip. That's good.
yeah, I'm surprised this little grocery store in Podunk, Tennessee carries, these things.
So did you use it yet? Did you get it? ¿La tres flores?
Yeah, I did. I usually use a little bit of like Clubman hair tonic, like in a spray, one of those spray bottles mixed with water. So I think I may try mixing it with a little bit of water too and see how that goes. But yeah.
Oh yeah. You'll be ordering, tacos by the dozen. Your car's top a few inches. You're right there, brother. You're right there. I love it. Things are gonna happen for you. Things are gonna happen.
And Jason carries that, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at. He's got about 6-7 bottles up there. I haven't bought them yet, but they're up there. Yeah, he's got mine, and yeah, gotta get JMac in the game. We gotta get him a bottle.
There you go.
Get him in the now.
Yeah, I'm 6'2". I guess I could stand to lose a couple inches and squat down. And I love tacos, so.
Oh, that is so cool. I'm so happy that people are getting hip to it, and because that stuff's been around for ages, and it's just kind of lost its way sitting on store shelves, and it's a winner. It's beautiful for your hair. Sometimes I'll use it as a post, but yeah.
I was talking to Jason because I thought it was an aftershave or something, and then Jason was like, "No. It's like it's in the Hispanic culture, it's like the be all end all for everything. Like if you're sick, Tres Flores. If you're hair, Tres Flores.
Yeah. If you run out of motor oil, Tres Flores. If you got to cook some eggs, you run out of Pam, Tres Flores.
That's awesome.
But no, I'll use it. I'll just put a little bit in because I don't have much hair. But I mean, before when I used to have, like yours, I used to use it. But like now, I just throw a little bit, just so you don't get like dry skin, especially with the winter coming. And then just a little moisturizer, and then even just to add a little post just to get the scent. Yeah, that is something I wish would be adapted somehow or another into a shave set.
Oh, I mentioned that to Jason. I'm like, somebody needs to do a Tres Flores inspired shave. So of course we'd have to change the name a bit, but something that would make that would know what it was, right? So that needs to happen.
Yeah. Some bomb post.
Yeah, it sounds like a Murphy and McNeil project. Like the forthcoming of the Barbershop de los Mortes or whatever.
Oh yeah, that would be sweet. Yeah, I know. Raza would probably knock that out of the park when it comes to cover art or Razor Ray or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
Yeah, I know Ray did an awesome job with this. So. Yeah,
that's a beautiful label.
Yeah.
If you never used Aqua Balsamica by Mearsal, it's a nice rosemary, kind of a rosemary aromatherapeutic type of scent. It's pretty good stuff.
He's got several flavors here. I'm going to check them out when we get done here. He's got a few of them.
I got to plug another Razor Ray label too while I'm at it, because this is also Razor Ray label right there. I remember going back. We went back and forth with him on this, and super good guy to work with. And he took her idea for the poker chip, and he just went to town. He did an awesome job on that.
Now we need some poker chips in the merch store, like Canadian Mafia merch store with those actual poker chips. That's what we need.
Ooh,
good idea.
Set cards, yeah. There's something there. We have a Canadian Mafia game night.
We've been talking about some stuff, so you never know what'll happen. So lips are sealed, though. I can't say anything, but we go back and forth on things. So in our little group chat, so you never know.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I know we have that set that Chris Smith he donated, the Never Alone 2 set to give away, and then Jason said that along with that he's adding in a mug and a T-shirt. to the winner.
Nice.
So, yeah, Jet Maneuvers, Chris Smith, amazing gentleman, amazing man. And to do that. So when it hits, whoever wins, it'll be, they're going to get it along with the mug and shirt. So.
That is very, very, very awesome.
Or just pick,
Yeah, so we're gonna. Who wants to pick? Might as well get her going, right? We got 34 people here.
I'll pick because my comments on my screen's actually working this time. So.
Oh yeah, okay.
You want to give me? Somebody wants to give me a random number. I'll pick the number.
Go ahead.
What's the range again?
We're at 34 right now.
All right, let's go 17.
Nice. Midway.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
I should have made it hard for JMac though. I should have picked like a high number.
32.
16, 17. Hanzo the Shaver is number 17 on my list. So Hanzo, do you already have Never Alone 2?
Yeah. Comment below. Florida, need a number. 14, but you didn't win.
Yeah.
Sorry. There he is, Hanzo. Okay.
There
So do you already have a set? If not, then you're going to get a backup set. He doesn't. Okay, good. Cool.
he does. There you go. Congratulations, Hanzo.
Nice. So you're going to get the set that was donated by Chris Smith, by Jet, and the mug and a T-shirt. So DM the Razor Company your T-shirt size. I usually do extra mediums, but that's me. But comment that and your address.
There you go. See what happens when you join lives on Saturday morning. You never know.
Right. You never know what's going to happen. Cheers.
Right. Out of coffee. Jeez.
Chris is a great guy, by the way. Can I show everybody my Never Alone 2 brush?
So Jason wants to show his personal Never Alone 2 brush. Look at that.
That's nice.
Man, AKA, you guys rocked it. You guys did an amazing job on these. Look at that. Gorgeous. Look at that.
Gorgeous. I can't freaking wait for mine, man. I already got a spot cleared out in the den for it.
That coin is awesome, and this is gorgeous. Beautiful coin. Beautiful.
That is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, they want to see Jason's hand. They're trying to get fingerprints.
Tongue too. Is that coin like recessed into the hand?
Was that a Jason hand sighting?
No.
No. Okay.
Is that coin on that brush? Is that recessed into the handle?
Yeah, see it? Can you?
Nice.
This is mine, but yeah, they're like that. So it does have a recess in there, and there's mine right there. I got to clean her up, but yeah, I got number 7.
Beauty.
Oh yeah, and it is. This is my 3rd time using it so far, and man, it's right up there with that Trotter that I got. So those are my 2 go-tos now. That's it.
Great things about the G5C, so I can't wait to try it because everybody that I've seen that's used them has really liked them. So.
Oh yeah, it's got a good enough amount of backbone, but it is soft, pillowy soft on the top, on the tips.
Nice.
Lathers effortlessly. I mean, I bowl lather, but if you puck lather, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Because I face lather and I don't like scritchy tips, right? Like I like pillowy soft brushes that aren't gonna irritate the face, right? So
yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, we got to keep these babies in action.
That's right. That's right. And I've been torturing my face this week. I've been shaving every day. I don't usually shave every day, so my razor choice really becomes important, right? I can't get too crazy, or I'll regret every minute of it. So yesterday was a really mild razor. Today was a really mild razor. Tomorrow's probably going to be another really mild razor. So
yeah, that's what I love about this. This is I could shave every day or even twice a day if I wanted to, and the TRC safety razor with the mild blade, the Astra or the RK, no brainer, man. Love it.
speaking of extra medium, I think I saw the other day, Angelo, where you said that you like hyper mild. I think
Hyper
that's the
mild.
way you described it. Yeah.
Yes, that is my moniker, hyper mild. I do mild to maybe medium. So in Gillette Fat Boy 195 or Slim, that'd be like a number 3 and below. I tried it on a 5. Face was not happy.
Really?
I down to a 1. Perfect.
So
I green.
Do you have any carve razors?
Carve?
Yeah.
No.
So if you went with one, I'm guessing you'd probably want an A plate if you're going with a Christopher Bradley. Just judging on that alone, because the B plate is equivalent to a Fat Boy in setting 4, so that might even be pushing it for you. So if you ever do go down that rabbit hole, you'd be looking at an A plate or even a double A plate if you like the hyper mild. So
yeah, it'll happen. Dear Santa, go to Canada.
yeah, I think
I
the most aggressive razor I use in the rotation would be the carved C plate, which really at the end of the day isn't that aggressive.
Yeah, I did try Ken, mostly vintage. He let me borrow his Overlander. Now that was smooth. His brass Overlander.
That worked for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used the Astra Green. I'm pretty sure blade.
Okay, so that's still kind of around the Fat Boy in setting 4 kind of realm, but the way the head's designed, it gives you a bit more efficiency too, but it's still like smooth in the face. So yeah, so there you go. So Overlander or an A plate would probably be your jam for sure.
Yeah, I was just scared to use the bare brass scared me. So when I gave it back to Ken, I like super cleaned it, made sure it was all nice and dry. Had some those anti-moisture packets from a pack of beef jerky. I threw that in there just to be safe.
Yeah, nice. It's nice to give a bit of character. I let mine, here's my Christopher.
Oh.
And then when I don't like how it's looking or how dark it's getting, I'll just toss it in the ketchup bath for a half hour. And ketchup, you just smear it in ketchup and make sure it's covered. And then pull it out and rinse it off, and it looks like brand new.
Dip some nuggets in there while you're at her.
That's right.
Nice.
Yeah, it's super easy to take care
of. So the Take Care Man pocket. When does your new episodes drop? Are you doing just YouTube now, or is it? Because I was trying to pull it up on my Apple Podcast, and I was getting errors on my feed.
Yeah, we're Andy, who's my co-host on there, is in the process of switching us over to a different audio server. So those should be popping back up pretty soon. And when they do, you can always find them on my website. So if you go to my website, takecareman.com, you click on podcast, you'll see all the listings. And so you can get the audio and the video versions there. But our release schedule is a little irregular just because Andy is busy, I'm busy, and we're in 2 different time zones. He's 6 hours ahead of me. So trying to find a time that aligns with guests and myself and him is a bit of a challenge. But, yeah, we're still going strong. And like I said, this weekend we'll be releasing one with Brandon Shave. So that'll be coming out, everybody to watch that. But, yeah, we appreciate everybody that's come on. JMac was part of what we call the lost episode, episode 6, because Andy and I didn't know how to operate Instagram Live, is the truth, and so we lost the recording. We did a great live with him and Peter, and then the recording was gone. So pretty sad, but we're gonna get JMac on again one of these days. We tried to with Never Alone too, but we just couldn't get the scheduling worked out. So
yeah, that's so much awesomeness in one area. It breaks the internet.
Great, we broke it. And I do have the Zoom app on my phone too. So anytime you guys want to do it, just let me know. I'm set up for Zoom. So
yeah, we switched to Zoom recently, and it's going a lot better for us in terms of recording the video podcast. It's great.
Perfect.
Okay. And then you just upload it to YouTube for the
just upload it to YouTube. Yeah, before on the YouTube account or the YouTube account, the Take Care Men podcast. There's just the 3 most recent episodes. There'll be a 4th this weekend, but the previous ones are hosted on Andy's YouTube site. but again, you can just go takecareman.com, click podcast. You'll see all the episodes. So episode 13, unlucky 13, I guess, will be coming out this weekend with Brandon. So check
Nice.
that out.
Yeah, I'll be checking that out.
Yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful, beautiful man. His hair deserves its own YouTube channel.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's cool, man. I've been listening to it. Like I said, I was the one with Melly Mel. Yeah, I love you guys' format and what you guys do, what you guys speak on. And to me, it does really go hand in hand along with the project as well. You know, because I mean, this is going to be an annual thing from what I've been told going forward. So I'm already pumped for Never Alone 3. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, this is September, but you still got the other 11 months of the year.
Jason and I are talking about next year's project, so we've already had conversations on it. Oh yeah, because I mean it's turning, it's turning more from a project into a movement, right? So it's got some momentum now, and so and this gives us a lot of time to think about the first year's project and then this year's project, and then we can build on what we did this year and plan for next year. And and I've said it before, I'll say it again, without the community, it's me and Jason wanting to do something for the community. Without the community supporting it and being behind it, then it's just a good idea, right? But then, when we reach out to the community and they in turn, throw their full weight behind it, that's when it becomes something. And I can't tell you how great it makes me feel throughout the year, even, so it could be 6-7 months from now, and then you're going to see, a handful of posts from people with Never Alone and sharing their stories and stuff.
That's cool. Yeah.
That's the money shot right there, right?
Yeah, this is all I'm using for the month of September. I had last year's and then now this year's, and that is it for the month of September. This is all that I'm using. So for sure. You got the lifeline. Yeah, 988.
Yeah, it's one of the cool things that's happened since the last release.
Yeah, simple. I mean, because you having a 1-800 number, 188 or whatever, the two phone numbers on the merch. I mean, on the puck, and it's good. I mean, to have it streamlined like that into just simple 3 numbers.
Yeah, I'm so proud of that. Like, so I'm a social work professor. That's my daytime job. Used to be a mental health social worker. And so I teach social policy. And so to see, our government in the U.S. do that, like, come up, and implement a 988, numbered is amazing. And, that's the line that this project directly benefits, at least the U.S. half of it. And so, yeah, it's really cool to be able to have just those 3 numbers. That's something that should have happened years ago, but I'm really proud it's finally happened. It's amazing.
Canada's been talking about it for years, and knowing the way that our system works, they'll probably be talking about it for another bunch of years, and then it'll happen eventually. But I don't know why they just don't do it. It's so simple, the same as the States. Just do it. Just get it done. To me, it's like it's a no-brainer, right? How much effort does it take to institute a 3-digit number?
Yeah.
And promote it.
And even if it's just because I know almost everybody has smart devices. I don't know how far up in Canada smart devices go, though. But
they're slowly catching on. They're slowly catching on.
I know.
Now we get Wi-Fi in our igloos. So now we get Wi-Fi in the igloos, it makes it a little easier to use the smart device. So
yeah, but even like and they're still lingering around. You see them a lot. Even like a QR code for people to, even just a simple QR code for for somebody to scan on something, or anything to try and make it easier, for people.
Yeah, right. A big hurdle we still have here in the U.S. is, mental health care is just not affordable. Like, it's a lot of people when they it's great to be able to call the suicide helpline, but then unfortunately, like, sometimes people just can't afford to get the therapy they need. And so that's something we've got to really work on in the U.S. is making mental health care more accessible and affordable for people, because when people are ready to seek help, they don't need to have any barriers in their way. Like, it needs to be easy. And
Yeah.
so that's one of the big things that Andy and I really care about a lot on the podcast, is trying to make mental health care more available, accessible, affordable, and kind of, combat the stigma related to it, both just in the world. And Andy has a heart for particularly fighting it within the workplace, making workplaces much more responsive to, mental health issues and their workers. So,
yeah. Well, it's even here, like, so in Canada, everybody goes on about the free healthcare in Canada, yada, yada, yada. To an extent, yes. Like, if you have a heart attack, you go to the hospital, it's taken care of, right? If you have some cancers, you go to the hospital, it's taken care of, right? You don't got to worry about that. But when you get into stuff like mental health, though, and if you need to go see a psychiatrist or stuff like that, or like a mental health professional, well, unless it's through a nonprofit, which is near impossible to get into anywhere, then it's $100 an hour, and that is not covered by, unless you have a private plan. It's the same, down the States. If you have a private plan that covers that, then great. But if you don't, you're shit out of luck, and you can't access the help. So work needs to be done here in Canada on that regard as well, for sure. So
Yeah.
Slowly but steadily, but very slowly, right?
Yeah. Yeah. My wife said it perfectly. It's important. Mental health is health.
yes.
Well,
Yes, indeed.
love you. Yeah. Mental health is still considered health. I mean, it all plays. I mean, if you think you're sick all the time, you're going to get sick. If you mentally put yourself into that kind of state, you're going to be in that kind of mental and then physical. It just permeates into the rest of your body. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
So mental health is health. Well said, babe. Well said. Oh,
That was a great point.
yeah. God, I love her. Man.
Good. Remember that for next year.
Yeah, write that down. Write that down. Make a note. Write that down. Mental health is health. It's just like Melly Mel, where he says, life is, what is it?
Life is tough, but so are you.
Life is tough, but so are you.
Exactly. So true.
Yeah. So wise. Beautiful man.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, I mean, this community, for an example, was a form of therapy for me, and it got me through some rough times. There's people like you guys, Jason here. I mean, all you guys in the community, JMac. Yeah. I mean, I can't speak enough on this community and just the love and uplifting that it brings. And the world can learn a lot from wet shaving community.
It can. Well, I'm the same. This is my therapy. I don't need to go pay some, psychiatrist $100 an hour to talk about my shit, because I can reach out to probably no less than 100 people if I wanted to and talk to them, and they'll talk back to me and then say, yeah, okay, we're good here. We're cool. So it's great, right? And yeah, I don't really see that. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I don't really see that as much in other communities that I'm involved in. Like, the wet shaving community has been the one that's really steps up for the people within the community, which is a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah. I mean, because like Jacob Harab, like he just said, your family, your loved ones, people you're close with, and that's that. But I mean, there's some issues where you might not be able, feel comfortable. You might, you want to talk to your friends, and you guys are the perfect example of that. Like, I'd reach out, and like with JMac, like, hey, got some things going on, got a second, and then boom, right there.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, you can't always lean on your family either, right? Because you can't burden them all the time with it either. Like, my wife suffers from mental health issues. She always have. I've been suffering, ever since everything happened, 5 years ago. So, we lean on each other at times, but there also comes a time where you just burn each other out, right? And, basically, just to put it mildly, you can't take any more of each other's shit, right? It's like, I'm having a really, really bad day myself. I can't listen to your problems because I just don't have the mental capacity to do it today.
Yeah.
And then, and then likewise, so then she can reach out to some of her friends. I can reach out to some of my friends, both kind of, get centered again, and then come back and everything's copacetic, right? So it is important to have that, that support system outside of your home, well.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go visit family, you go to their house, go to have dinner or something, you go to use the restroom, and the toilet paper is underhand instead of overhand. That right there would set me. I'm like, you know what? I got to talk to my boys. This is not right.
Yeah.
This is set me off. I got to go outside.
Yeah, they
Overhand.
squeezed it. They squeezed their toothpaste tube in the middle instead of rolling it from the
Oh,
end.
yeah.
Like stuff like that. Gosh, people.
They got a can of goop and a cartridge razor there, all
Oh,
full.
the horror! Stop it. This is a family show.
Now it's getting dirty. Oh, the Barbasol. Yeah, but I feel like Barbasol kind of, in a way, I mean, you're going to hate me for saying this, but in a way, I think it kind of gets a pass because that's like something that's like a rite of passage right there. Because we've all had it, we've all done it, and that's like Arco.
Well, I still use it. So I have two implantable medical devices. I have an insulin pump, and which is stuck in my leg. There's like what's called an infusion set that's stuck in my leg, like on my thigh, and then I wear a Dexcom sensor, which is for blood glucose monitoring. That's stuck in my stomach. So I have to shave in order for the adhesive on the tapes that hold everything on to actually stick for the amount of days it needs to stay on. Like the Dexcom, for instance, is a 10-day wearable device. It's on that one part in your belly for 10 days. So like many Canadian, so in order for that to stick, you got to clean shave your skin before you apply it. So what I use the Barbasol for that, because I'm just not going to lather up a soap as much as I want to. I'm not going to lather up a soap for something that's going to take like 20 seconds just to shave off. So I'll use the Barbasol and grab the ERC razor because it's such a mild razor. It's perfect for doing that kind of thing. And that's what I use it for. So I still get, that nostalgia a little bit, right? And then I just get the job done quick and go and go my day kind of a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't beat it because it's convenient and for the cost, for what it is.
And it smells great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at, like Sinatra Lennon, he lives and breathes this stuff. He has stock in that darn company.
So when I was a kid, my dad had a lather warmer in the bathroom that it was the kind you just stuck a can of Barbasol down in it. Like it was an interface with the Barbasol can. Yeah. And it would warm up the can.
Like,
yeah. It would actually, just went, like normal, like bottom side. No, just like went like normal. And it had like the button on top would route the foam through, but it would warm it. It was really cool. I wish I could find one on eBay or something.
Wow.
They still make them. They still make
them.
Do
they? Okay. Well, I knew they had lather warmer. I didn't know if they still had them for the Barbasol cans or whatever.
I think they do. I think they have different versions. Don't quote me on that, but I think they do have different versions for different size cans.
That's cool.
There's a lot of barbers. I mean, that's all you see. They push the button, the machine comes on, and it's got this goop.
Yeah, the Lather King. That's actually soap. That's actually it's a liquid. It's a liquid foam that they put in those Lather King. And then when it warms up the solution, then when they push the button on the front, it aerosolizes and turns into foam. So a lot of barbers actually use that as their pre-shave. They'll put on like a pre-shave oil. They'll put the foam from the hot lather machine on somebody's face, cover it with a hot towel, and then they use that as the pre-shave to get moisture in, and then they'll whip up something like Parasso or crown shaving or what have you, and then they'll use that as the actual shaving lather. But yeah, no, a lot of barbers still use those lather machines. Pretty cool.
Is there any way to fix frozen comments? Like if your comments are frozen, or are you just screwed?
You're just screwed.
Yeah, you're done.
I also need to talk to my eye doctor about trifocals as opposed to bifocals, because clearly the up close doesn't work, farther away doesn't work. I need like an Instagram live mid-level trifocal. That's what I need on my glasses, apparently.
I need glasses specifically for Instagram.
Yeah, you and me both. I'm going for an eye exam the end of October. I can't freaking wait.
Well, we can't lose the forehead though. That's got to stay constant.
Well, yeah, I'll have to figure that. I'll have to give you a couple forehead shots during the show, because if my
just
glasses,
get like cardboard cutout, and just
right, yeah, good idea. Get a sticker made up or something, because if the glasses work out the way I hope they work out. I should be able to stay like this far back and actually be able to read the stupid screen. So
The Never Alone 3 label needs to be the top of JMac's head with Never Alone across the forehead. That's what.
Yeah,
Ready
just
to
like
make that happen. Yeah. Yep.
right there. Yeah. Just do that.
I'm down with just the top of the glasses. So the forehead and just the top rim of the glasses.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I love it. The way she goes.
Way she goes, bud. Way she goes.
I gotta come up to Canada sometime, man. We gotta bring the family up there one of these days. Go visit Nova Scotia. Go see the trailer park.
There you go. Sunnyvale Trailer Park. Tech Brent, he's in the comments. He actually lives over in Nova Scotia. So he lives, I think he lives fairly, where the hell are you, Brent? You in, you in Halifax or Dartmouth or something like that? I think he's right around Halifax, which is pretty close to where they shot that the show at.
Yeah, trailer park boys, if nobody's hip.
Angela, at least you're in Michigan, so you get the best part of Canada, which is Tim Hortons. I wish I had Tim Hortons here in Tennessee.
Oh, Tim.
I love Tim Hortons. Yeah,
yes.
Love it.
Yeah, Crystal's keeping them in business. So she loves the Tims. Timbits. Yeah, to get those by the dozen. The girls eat them up.
Fun fact, McDonald's is actually better than Tim Hortons.
I disagree. At least McDonald's here in the South, anyway.
Here in Canada, Tim's has kind of gone downhill. Actually, McDonald's McCafe is the old Tim Hortons coffee. That's what Tim's used.
Secret man.
Or at least in Canada. So it kind of went the other way. Quality kind of went down, and McDonald's quality went up.
Yeah, here, I think, who was it? Didn't Burger King buy Tim Hortons here or something weird? Some conglomerate?
Yeah. We're owned by Burger King here as well.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, I get mine locally. The shop in here in where I'm at in Oxford, Michigan. We got a local roaster there. I'm a coffee snob, so.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I do pour overs every morning. Like I'm a pour over guy.
Yep, us too. Do pour overs. I make mine. I make Crystal or vice versa. She'll make it, and get a support. Try to support local roasts as much as possible. But I mean, the diner here next to the Razor Company, if you guys ever come, they do got good coffee.
Oh,
so
nice.
the early bird.
Speaking of, if you ever come, has Jason ever planned to have a meetup, like a big meetup?
Yeah.
It could happen.
I mean, what would be cool if it was like the same weekend as the Maggards one? Like if we could have a Maggard, since they're both in Michigan, and since everybody's traveling, might as well have like an extended weekend of 2 different meetups. That would be cool.
Yeah, I don't know what because when stuff started opening up again, because they're in Adrian, and I never really hear much of what's going on if they were going to start it up again. But
yeah, I haven't seen anything from them at all.
Yeah, but if it does happen here, though, it's got to be just like you're walking into like an office, like CIA. Everybody's got to leave no cameras, no phones. It's got to be turned off, put away.
Yeah, security at the doors. No recording devices beyond this
No
point.
recording of any kind. No drone footage. Nothing. Everything's got to be checked at the gate. But the best thing to do is just to come here. So, I'm blessed to be about 20, 30 minutes away, 10 if I got good coffee. And it's a rite of passage for any wet shaver. You got to get down here.
I would love to make it to Mecca. I really would. Man, that'd be sick.
Oh, I'd get you some freaking bomb tacos, bro.
Oh, yeah? Oh, geez.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. So, yeah.
Start with non-DA for Jason's face. Non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah.
All right.
At the gate before entering.
Have fun at the card maze. Don't get too lost.
Yeah. Well, it's almost getting time to get this joint open here and start making some money.
Yep.
I'm going to linger around here if anybody decides to stop by. If you guys want to, shuttle in, I'll be here for a bit. So
There you go. Come on
Jake
in.
already got a basket put together of me of gear to buy anyway. So I gave my credit card on the way in, like I always do.
Just leave it at the door and collect it on the way out.
That's right.
It's a good plan.
But yeah. So, definitely send out the links to us.
Yeah,
We can
we'll do that.
promote. Like
Yep.
I said, what is it? Go to your site, right?
Yeah, Take Care Man. Go to takecareman.com. You'll see it right on the front of the main the main page when you come in. So, but I'll also send Jason the links here in just a minute.
Perfect.
Okay. Yep. And then keep an eye out for the next drop. If you don't have it, don't sleep on it. Sign on as soon as possible and get it.
That's right. Because after this drop, that's it. You're going to be alone and not having that in your den until next year. So, because that's it. After this drop, the project wraps up for the year as far as sales goes for the soap set at least. So this is the last shot. If you haven't bought it, then now's your time.
Yep. And I'll keep an eye out. We'll all keep an eye out for that next episode with Brandon Shaves to support.
Yeah, should come out later today.
Nice.
Perfect.
Watching it, brother. Watch me in the comments.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right. Have me on. Appreciate it.
Yeah. One love, brother. You guys be
Bye,
safe.
guys.
See ya.
Okay.
Thanks, Corey. Let me save it.
Here. I don't want to mess it up.